Hello and welcome to Throwdown Thursdays. My name is David and today I am joined by my good friend and fellow teammate Ashley.
Hello.
And today we're playing Looterz. In Looterz you have a deck of around 30 cards, 60 cards. Each card consists of one looter, and on your turn you have 4 phases. You'll first play the card, play a looter, or draw a card. You then go through the looting phase where you loot for gold, attack other people's looters, or use effects, and then you can loot again in your third phase, or draw a card, and then you end your turn. This is quite a quick game. There's not many rounds in this. So as you can see, James is going to go first, and he plays the zombie. So he puts 2 little hearts. I quite like the hearts in this game.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're little butts. And then he rolls for however many hearts he has on top of his card, which is 2 dice. And for every card, each card has a power. For every dice that you have that is equal to or less than that number, then you gain that amount of gold. So Natalie's going to roll 1 dice for the orc that she's got. She gets a 1, which is obviously less than 4. So she gets one gold. She actually done the orcs effect, which is when she plays it, she has to, every other player basically sacrifices a monster.
Yeah.
Which is really bad because James had the zombie, which when it goes to the graveyard, he gets to draw a card.
Yeah.
But it says you may, so she could have chose not to do that.
Yeah, it's true.
But she chose not to.
To be honest with you, I remember at this point in the game, I had an orc in my hand as well, and I was actually going to play my orc
Do the same thing.
that turn.
Oh, really?
Just because I was going last,
Yeah.
obviously, like I was the third player, I was going to play the orc, kill all their monsters, and then I'd be the only one with a monster.
Yeah, I guess
Because he can't kill himself.
No, yeah, exactly. Which is
but
really
when she done that and killed James once, I thought there's no need, so I'll just use the vampire and steal her heart, and then that's it. I'm back to where I was anyway if I used orc.
And the vampire's pretty nice as well because it sucks the life out of someone and it kills them.
The legendary frog.
You play the frog, one of your favourite cards. When that goes to the discard pile, you get to draw 2 cards, which is really nice. It only has a power of 2, so you can only roll 1 or 2 to get any loot from it. So you're sitting there at 3, which is pretty nice. So instead of drawing on your second phase, you decide to go for the orc, and everyone sacrifices, including yourself. So you sacrifice the frog, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
So basically, you got a free card in a way, and you was able to play another looter, which is really, and no one's got any looters. Yeah. Really, really nice.
James's favourite card,
the Dragon Link. It's quite good. It starts with 3, so you get to roll 3 dice, and it's halfway as well. So it's 1, 2, or 3, which he rolls, and he gets 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it's unreal.
It's crazy. You can see why he likes it.
Yeah.
But you're sitting there with 2 looters, which are pretty nice. And Natalie plays the monk, which I think is one of the better cards as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All you have to do is roll a 6, which she does, and you don't get anything. But she does get a 2 as well, so obviously she gets a nice little bit of gold there. And then she plays the Phoenix, which summons another looter from the graveyard, and she goes for the cleric. The cleric is good because you don't have to attack with the cleric and use its effect just to give another looter extra health, so she can use that for a monk. You use a beggar and you take control of James's Dragonling.
Only because he liked it so much.
But to be fair, that was the most strongest one. You could have gone for the monk, but that one already had 3 extra things on it. So you roll again with the vampire that time and get an extra 2. So you're already sitting at 7. You're going to roll for the orc, and you get a 1 as well. So that's sitting at 8. It's in a 3-player game. It's first to 10 coins.
10,
So you're pretty close already. James is pretty far. He goes ahead and plays the mermaid, and instead of looting, you can use her effect to take control of 1 looter until the end of the phase, and he takes back his Dragonling, which you can use to attack. So he's going to roll for the beggar and gets nothing, because I think he's only got 1.
Yeah, it's got 1.
It's got 1. Yeah, so
1 heart and 1. Yeah.
1 power, and then he goes for the Dragonling again.
Honestly.
Gets another 3 coins, which is really nice. And instead of giving it back, he decides to play the gelatinous cube, which sacrifices a looter, and then he gains all the life, all the health, which is nice. So he doesn't have to give it back, and now his gelatinous cube is sitting at 4 health, which is nice. 4 dice he gets to roll. The necromancer is kind of okay. I mean, it allows you to put a card from the graveyard to the top of the deck, and then on your, instead of drawing again, playing another looter, you just draw that one instead.
Yeah.
So she goes for the Dragonling, which is obviously pretty powerful. But at this point, she's only got 5 coins. Odds are you or James is going to finish this right now. I can imagine it being you. But we can see where it goes. But I mean, you can attack other people's looters, but I think at this point in the game, there's no point in attacking other people's looters.
No, not at all.
No. So you summon your own mermaid.
Yeah, and I think I misplayed here.
Why?
Because the monk, I've got more chance of getting 2 coins with the monk, and I've gone with the unbelievable.
With the Jana.
But if I'd have took the monk, I'd have more than likely guaranteed at least 2 coins.
Yeah,
or at least 1 coin.
Yeah, unless you got the 6.
Yeah.
But you roll for the vampire, you get 1 coin, so all we got to do is roll for the orc, and you didn't get it. Just unlucky. 6 or 5, and you wouldn't have got anything.
Yeah.
We needed 4 or less. So instead of drawing, you decide to go for the archer, so you can get rid of your opponent's looters. So hopefully James won't be able to get anything with that beggar. And obviously, sacrifice phase, you have to sacrifice down to 3, so you just sacrifice his scoop, so he doesn't get it back, which is really nice. So James is sitting there with nothing, but he does have the witch. We kind of let him get away with this. So he plays the witch, everyone has to discard a card, and then James rolls 1 for the beggar.
Did you review it?
Yeah.
Did he say I'm rolling for the beggar?
He did. He said I'm rolling for the beggar. He actually rolled 1. We allowed him to put it back in. And then he rolls for the witch, and he gets a 2 because it's 4 or less. So James gets the 10. I think after that you said no. If it bounces out again, you have to re-roll.
Yeah.
Which is really, it's fair, really.
Yeah.
There's no need to give it that much force.
I don't know what he's doing. It's like Yugi playing that Dice Monsters game. Boom! Just threw it in the box, hoping something will spawn out of the dice.
Over exaggeration.
Yeah.
It's a really quick game. I think the fact that it's the monster effects work really well. So it's really, really fun. So it doesn't have to drag on too much, really, for it to be, that exciting.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a nice game as well in the sense that it feels like you're always doing something.
Yeah. Exactly.
You don't ever feel like, oh, I'm out of this game, or I know Natalie had 5 coins there, maybe, but she had moves that stopped us, and she had moves where she got coins, and it's a nice game in that sense where everyone can play, and you don't feel like, oh, this is boring. Like, I'm not doing anything.
All the little combos are really nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
So James starts again, and he plays the queen. When you play the queen, you have to give it to another opponent, and they can't loot, and they can't steal any gold from other people. So he gives it to Natalie. He did do a ip-dip-do thing, but he gave it to Natalie. So now it's her job to attack the queen. So you can attack your own monsters, or you can attack other people's. So she uses the vampire, takes a life off of the queen, and then attacks it and gets rid of it so she can loot next turn. So you play the executioner, which is pretty nice, and you get the cleric straight off the top. The cleric's a really good card, especially if you can get a monster that's got some good power, high power, and you can just stick loads of hearts on it. So instead of using the cleric, because it's got 2 or 1 you need to roll the cleric, so it's pointless. You might as well just go straight for the executioner and roll 2 with that. So James plays the necromancer. He puts the queen back on top. He obviously wants to use it again. So he rolls, gets 1 because it's got 5 or less. That's so powerful. But obviously it only starts with 1 heart. So Natalie plays the dragonling, gives her 3 hearts. I think it's a pretty powerful card as well.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
So she rolls for the vampire, gets 1, and then rolls for the dragonling, and gets 2, which is pretty nice. And she draws for her last turn. Actually, you're going to play the beggar again. And you swap with James, I'm assuming just because it's a 5 power monster. Yeah. And you use the cleric to give it an extra life, so now it's 2 dice that you're going to be rolling every time.
Yeah, it's basically a monk now.
Yeah, exactly. You only get 1 coin with it, but it's not too bad. And then you get 2 coins with the executioner. And James plays the thief, so instead of looting with the thief, you can steal a coin from somebody else, which he does, so you go down from 3 to 2, and he goes up by 2. And then he attacks with the beggar, but gets nothing, because obviously it's rubbish. You can't do anything with it. Natalie decides to draw first rather than play a card, which I think is a bit, not weird, but I think getting Looterz out straight away is quite important.
Yeah, I think so, but she's got 5 hearts down. She can roll 5 dice to get some coins. So
yeah.
Maybe she didn't have a big hand size.
Yeah,
maybe she just wanted some extra monsters.
Yeah, who knows? So you play your own cleric. Actually, no, the first one was taken off the top. So you've got both clerics. So you use them both to put it onto the necromancer. It's a beast right now. The odds are you're going to roll 4. You rolled 3 out of 4. Yeah. Which isn't bad. You can't grumble with that. There's an extra 3 coins.
Yeah, definitely not.
So you roll for the executioner as well. You get double 2, which is really nice. Another 2 coins. So already you're at 7 coins at the end of the 3rd round. Let's hope you can win this one.
Yeah, let's hope so.
You were so close with the last game. So James plays the orc in hopes that he can hopefully get rid of some of your monsters. The only looter you're gonna get rid of is the executioner.
Yeah,
really.
definitely, yeah.
Because the cleric you can keep using, and there's no point in getting rid of the Necromancer. It's one of the best cards. It is the best card you've got right now. That and the Monk, I think, are the only ones that are 5s off the top of my head. So James he rolls for the Orc. He actually got a 3, so he would have scored. He would have scored a point there, but we said no. We're not going to give it to you. Roll again. You're cheating. And then instead of drawing, he plays the Queen again to stop you from attack, stop you from looting. Yeah. But you got the Necromancer. All you have to do is just attack it once. It basically skips your turn. Yeah. If you can't get rid of it straight away, then anyone else.
I think if I was Natalie there, I probably would have took the coin off the heart of the Cleric just to get rid of its ability to keep giving the Necromancer hearts.
Yeah, exactly.
My next turn, I'm just going to give it a heart again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's so close to the end. If she was able to roll all 5, she would have won straight away. Yeah. But also, attacking you would have been good. You know, getting rid of the Cleric and then getting rid of attacking the Necromancer, so he had less chance of killing killing the Queen. Yeah. We don't know what you have in your hand, but doing that ultimately would have slowed you down. But she got up to 8 coins, which isn't bad. Now she's going to play the Witch. So you discard your hand. You discard the Alchemist, which is really nice. It blows the field up.
I definitely don't want to do that.
No, not at this point, no. But yeah, even if she did get rid of the Necromancer and the Cleric, you had the Wizard, which summons the Warrior, which has Taunt. So if anyone is going to attack you, they have to attack that first. Yeah. So here you actually use the Warrior to attack the Queen, which you're able to do, because it has a 2 or less. You got double 2 on that, which is really nice. And now you can attack with the Necromancer. But before doing that, you're going to give it an extra.
Oh, of course.
So you roll with 4. If you get 4, that's game end. So let's hope for that. Which you do. Which is absolutely fine. So that gives you 10. So you win this game. It's really short, so I thought it's best to show 2 rounds. There's quite a lot of cards in this deck. Loads that we didn't. I think only 16 cards got shown up out of the 30.
Well, I think this is like the 4th or 5th time I've played it now, and I've still not seen the King.
Yeah, I think there's definitely 2 of each monster. There's a few cards that didn't show up. I think the King just slows down the game completely, doesn't it? It stops everyone from looting.
I wouldn't know. I've never seen him. Wouldn't know.
I think James got it, but he didn't get a chance to play it, or he was shuffling through the cards. I can't remember. And I think it's like the Queen, but whoever's got it out just stops everyone from looting. Stops everyone from looting. Stops everyone from stealing. So no one can do anything. Just attacking.
Oh, so everyone's got a fight in, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember how many hearts he has. I think he has 3 hearts, so he's quite strong. Yeah. But yeah, it's a nice little game. Like you said, you're constantly doing things, even if it's inevitable that you're going to lose. Yeah. Being able to play cards, summon from the discard pile, play more from your hand, attack other people, steal loot. It feels like you are doing something, which is really nice. And because it is so short, you don't have to. It doesn't feel boring.
No, not at all.
Even if you do lose. The first game was 3 rounds, and then James won on the beginning of the 4th round, and that one was 4 rounds as well. Yeah. I think it was 5 rounds, that one. But yeah, really, really short. Really, really nice game. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.